Paisley Pirates man of the match tonight is the much underrated, but always there or thereabouts, Warren Crawford. Warren, your first man of the match award that I can remember in a long time. Always a team performance, but I thought you did pretty well tonight yourself, big fella.
Thanks. No, but it was a team. It was a hard game, and I think credit goes to Ayr. They've had a tough season, and the young kids, and they came out and they really made it hard for us. I think they ran out a wee bit of steam in the third, but the end of the day, it's a 6-match tie with the home and away game. Our boys done the job. They've done three prees in a row we won, so that's all we can really ask for. But it was tough. That's
it. It was a tough game, as I said to Lewis Smith earlier. They possibly just did run out of steam in the third period, but our boys were very professional in their approach and kept plugging away. And Mikey Dobson, especially with his goals, did very well. But once again, as I've said to Adam Walker and Ian Turley, it's always a team performance as far as the Pirates are concerned.
That's what the coaches are trying to really. This year, we've not got that kind of guy that just wants to go with the puck and scores the goals and we'll get to 20, 30 goals. But everybody's doing really well. Everybody is a team. It's a different dressing room. It's a good dressing room to be in. I've been here for 5 years, 6 years now, and it's the young kids are a breath of fresh air coming in. And credit goes to boys like Mike and Sargi and that. They're really good going. So no.
Michael Dobson and Ryan Sargent, certainly they both had a good game tonight. But having seen all the games this season, Pirates just seem to be getting into a kind of certain shape the last couple of games, and tonight they really were. It was a hard game for the first couple of periods, but as I say, you've just got to keep plugging away, and the boys certainly did that. And obviously, what Ian and Adam are saying to you is working, and it is a great dressing room to be a part of.
It is, and well, as I say, we're working hard in practice, but no, we're just doing what we're asked to do, and it's working. So we'll just keep plugging away, in one game at a time.
And bearing in mind that Adam Walker is off camera, do the coaches work you hard at training?
Oh no, they do, but it's a lot of structure as well. It's not just about skating as hard. They'll skate as hard if we deserve to be skated hard, but they're very fair. But they've got a way they want us to play, and we're trying our best to take it on board, and it's working. So it's good this year.
Well, I certainly think it was a cracking result. It's always good to get a shutout, and that was an excellent shutout for Meeks and goals. But we're going to let you go, Warren, because I know you'll be wanting to get up the road and get home safely. So thanks for your time, big man. Catch up with you soon. Well, in for Paisley Pirates TV once again, and I have with me tonight's North Ayrshire Wild man of the match, Lewis Smith. Lewis, until the third period, you really were giving Paisley a tough run out tonight, but you just seem to run out of steam in the third period.
Yeah, it's just the same with every game. I just think the fitness level for our team not such fitness. So I think we need to go back to training and work on it, and hopefully come back in.
Well, certainly with the way you guys put it together, first two periods, you wouldn't have thought that you're in the lower half of the league, as it were. I thought you gave the Pirates a stern test, but as you say, just run out of steam. So what is it, back to the gym, or maybe a bit of road work? Or
I think the full team needs to go to the gym and work on their fitness and just the small stuff, really.
I thought that your netminder Scott Beveridge faced a phenomenal amount of shots tonight, and I know the final score was 8, but it could have been so much more if he hadn't been on his game.
Yeah, he's been playing really good this season. I think he's had a lot of shots, so he has, and yeah, he's doing really good.
So I think the upshot of all that, Lewis, is that I certainly didn't see you giving up tonight, and you just got to keep plugging away, because every game is a learning game for North Ayrshire.
Yeah, definitely. Just need to keep going and just keep going, as you said, really.
Yeah, just do your best. Lewis, we're not going to keep you because I know you need to get back down the road in this horrendous weather. So I'll just say thanks again for your time, mate, and have a safe trip home. Right. Thank you, Lewis. I have with me Pirates coach Adam Walker. Adam, a very professional performance by the boys. Once again, a bit of a short bench tonight.
Not sure professional. I thought it was pretty shocking, to be honest. I thought we were really bad for.
That's very honest of you.
For 54 minutes, I thought we were dreadful. So. We're not happy. Myself and Ian are not happy at all with the way the performance was. We had a couple of guys who came to play tonight. Warren was one of them. He did what was asked, and a couple of others. But overall, performance was not acceptable for this hockey club.
That's very honest of you, Adam, and I appreciate your honesty. Was there any particular reason why you weren't playing yourself tonight?
Carrying a little bit of an injury, so Not 100%. So we've got a couple of big games coming up. We knew this one would be a tough one.
Yep.
So we're obviously relying on people to do the job and step up when needed. But our intensity was dreadful, really bad. And although the scoreline was 8-0,
sure.
And we did hold on to 7 shots, which is one of the pluses. I felt individually we were selfish up until probably 8 minutes to go. So for us, like I said, it's not acceptable for this hockey club for players to behave like that individually. We've got a long week of practice ahead of us, and it will be addressed accordingly.
Is it going to be a hard week for the boys then? Are you and Ian going to work them hard to eliminate the problems that you saw tonight?
Possibly. You can't. It's hard to eliminate problems when you've got a lack of heart. You can teach them all the strategy that you want, and you can. You can tell them to stand here and tell them to do this and that, but if you're not going to bring your heart and you're not going to bring intensity to the table, then unfortunately there's nothing that we as coaches can do. So, like I say, that will be addressed next week, and hopefully next weekend against North Ayr we can put up a better performance.
So that's next Saturday is the away game against North Ayr in the second leg of the Scottish Cup tie, and I'm sure, Adam, the Paisley Pirates fans will appreciate your 100% honesty, mate. It's always the way you played when you played Elite League, and it's you play the same way when you're playing in the Scottish National League, and you're the very same when you're on the bench. Adam, thanks again for your time, mate. I'm going to let you go, and thanks once again. All the best.